Alright, welcome to the video, guys. Today we're going to be talking about coral reefs and algae. So, in case you didn't know, there's a type of algae known as dinoflagellates, which coexist with coral. As most people would already know, coral reefs right now are going away due to pollution and the rise in temperatures of the oceans. They're dying in an event that is called bleaching a coral reef is when the coral reef turns white and they eventually die. And there are these algae called dinoflagellates that are crucial for keeping the coral healthy and alive. These algae essentially take refuge in the coral, and they will help the coral live and thrive and give them nutrients. Yes, so these algae are extremely crucial and important for the coral. Without them, the coral could not live. And we just recently discovered the dinoflagellates, which is the new microscopic algae that I'm talking about currently. There's a type of coral called stony coral from the acropod family, which is the most common type of coral found in tropical and subtropical reefs. They're the ones that are dying a lot in these bleaching events. They're very fragile, and due to our pollution and ocean temperatures, etc., they are dying a lot. But these stony corals, they grow fast while they're still alive. They like to grow extremely fast by laying down calcium carbonate skeletons that play the role in building the coral reefs, which is what you see when you see coral. And for someone who cares a lot about coral reef conservation, because I really enjoy coral reefs, I think they're something that we need to take care of. It's vital for us to understand the partnership between stony coral and the algae that live inside the animals. So, as a member of the science community, we all know that coral cells are really difficult to take care of and to culture, to grow and to thrive in their environment. They're very, very delicate. They're very easy to kill. It wasn't until April 2021 that we found out that the stony corals cultured different lines from the larvae in the petri dishes. So essentially what these petri dishes were happening was a research team were growing these corals in little petri dishes, growing the algae, seeing what would work, what didn't work. They found out that there was one coral line called IVB5. Many of the cells in the line have really similar properties to endodermal cells in terms of their form and behavior and activities. So this is basically saying, and to dumb it down a little bit, these are really, really active with the algae, with the dinoflagellates. They give a really good home for these algae, and when exposed to this algae, they thrive. They do really good, and it's a big leap for us, because now that we know this, we can give these coral reefs access to these dinoflagellates and grow them and make sure our coral reefs are doing good. Around 40% of the coral cells that are exposed to the dinoflagellates form a long finger-like projection that reach out and they contact the dinoflagellates. The algae, which is the dinoflagellates, are then swallowed into the coral. They go into the coral, and the coral gives them a hiding or resting place, a place to live in, a shelter. And over the following days after the algae goes into the coral and starts sheltering in it, the algae begins to break down into little fragments and then are enclosed into membrane-bound sacs called vacuoles within the cells of the coral. Researchers we just discovered this, but we now know that this actually has been happening in nature probably over a millennia ago, and that we think that it may have originally started in the ancestors of the coral engulfed algae, like way, way back then. We think that it just happened one day, and then the coral started to, like, really, this particular line of IVB5 coral really started to thrive around these dinoflagellates. So now that we know this could be a really, really big deal in the science community, because now we can try our best to expose these coral reefs or grow more pieces of coral using these dinoflagellates. And we think that this could be a really big deal. It could be really good, and I'm excited personally about it. I think it would be awesome if we can start making our coral reefs thrive more, because coral reefs are beautiful things. They're something that we need to take care of and we need to understand are important to this world. They give a great ecosystem for marine life. Marine life love coral reefs. It gives them a nice shelter, a nice place to hide, provides food. They're just all around an amazing thing, and we need to take care of them. So this is today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and hit the like button.